Good afternoon, students. So here in last class we have seen what do you mean by ratio and what do you mean by ratio analysis and other things, and we have seen the categories of ratio analysis, and in that we have selected the liquidity ratio, and in that liquidity ratio we have taken and we have discussed about the current ratio, and in that current ratio we have seen what do the meaning of current ratio and also the formula to calculate the current ratio. Here in that session we have also studied and also seen that what are current assets. In this session we will study what are current liabilities, and after studying current liabilities we will take simple problem on current ratio. So here current liabilities means these are to be paid by the firm within 1 year. Such liabilities are called current liabilities. So these are the liabilities which are paid within 1 year. And current liabilities includes short-term borrowings like bank overdraft, short-term loans and advances, deposits, trade payables like bills payable and creditors, other current liabilities like income tax payable, excise duty, outstanding expenses, income received in advance, unclaimed dividend, interest due or payable installment payment on long-term loans. So also it includes short-term provisions like provision for income tax, provision for salaries, wages, bonus, any amount payable in short period. So these are the some important current liabilities, and here these current liabilities means these are the liabilities which are paid in a period of 1 year. So next here, after studying what are current assets and current liabilities, current assets means here these are the assets which are converted into cash within a period of 1 year. So and the current liabilities means these are the liabilities which are paid within 1 year. So next here, after studying the current assets and current liabilities, so now we will take one simple problem and we'll solve the current ratio. So here standard current ratio should be is 2:1, and here if the ratio, that is the standard ratio, is more than 2:1, it indicates the sound position of the company and a sufficient liquidity, and it shows the sufficient liquidity of the company. And also the lower ratio is less than 2:1, it indicates shortage of working capital. So here the standard ratio is 2:1. 2:1 means it is a normal, that it is good. If the ratio is more than 2:1, it indicates a solvency position, means the company is having a sufficient working capital to pay the current liabilities. And if the ratio is below 2:1, it indicates the shortage of working capitals, means it cannot pay the current liabilities of the company. So like this, it is having not sufficient working capital or funds to pay the current liabilities. So here we will calculate the current ratio by using one simple problem. Here first of all we will take one simple problem. The problem is like this: calculate current ratio of ABCD Limited. Cash rupees 10,000, bills receivable 50,000, bank overdraft is rupees 30,000, bills payable 20,000, creditors 30,000, and book debts means debtors 1 lakh, bank rupees 20,000, stock 1 lakh. So like this the informations are given below. From this information we will calculate the current ratio by, first of all we will classify these information and we will find out what are current assets and what are the current liabilities. After the finding out the current assets and current liabilities, or classifying current assets and current liabilities, then we will move to calculate the current ratio. So here first of all we see what are the current assets given in the problem and what are the current liabilities are given in the problem. So first we will search for the current assets. So first of all here cash is a current asset. Then second, bills receivable is also current assets, that is 50,000. Then book debts means debtors 1 lakh, cash in bank 20,000 and stock 1 lakh. So these are the current assets, and remaining the bank overdraft rupees 30,000, bills payable 20,000, creditors 30,000. These are the current liabilities which are given in the problem. So here first we'll find out the total current assets and the total current liabilities. So here clearly it is given that the total current assets means cash plus bank plus bills receivable plus book debts and stock. So here after adding these current assets, 10,000 cash, bank 20,000, bills receivable 50,000, book debts 1 lakh and stock 1 lakh. So total here we'll get 2,80,000 as current assets, and the total current liabilities equals to bank overdraft rupees 30,000 plus creditors 30,000 plus bills payable 20,000. So total here we are having current liabilities rupees 80,000. So here after finding the total current assets and total current liabilities, now it is very easy to calculate current ratio. So here current ratio can be calculated by using the formula the total current assets divided by total current liabilities. So therefore the total current assets is 2,80,000 and the total liabilities are 80,000. So by dividing the current assets by the current liabilities, you are getting here ratio 3.5:1. Here in the given information that the standard ratio is 2.2:1, but here the ratio is 3.5:1. So it shows that here it is already given that if the ratio is more than 2:1, it will indicates that the company is having sufficient fund for the payment of liabilities. So here it indicates that sufficient working capital is there to pay the current liabilities. So here 3.5:1 is the ratio which is higher than the standard ratio, that is 2:1. So here the company is very solvent form and it can pay the current liabilities very easily. So now we'll move to second ratio, that is quick ratio, and it is also called as acid test ratio or liquid ratio. Here it is calculated by dividing the total of the quick assets and the total of quick liabilities. So here it is expressed, that is the relationship between quick assets and the quick liabilities. Here in the first ratio we have seen what are the current assets and current liabilities. In this ratio we will study what are the quick assets and quick liabilities. So first here quick ratio equals to, the formula is quick ratio equals to quick assets divided by quick liabilities. So first of all we will know what is the meaning of quick asset. So those assets or those current assets which can be converted into cash very quickly within a short period, such as assets, are called quick assets or the liquid assets. So here some of the important examples or the inclusions of quick assets. So quick assets include, here quick assets means those are the assets which are converted into cash very easily. So therefore here the quick assets include cash, bank, marketable securities, outstanding income, money at call and short notice. Here there is an important note that stock and prepaid expenses are not quick assets. So here if stock and prepaid expenses, these are the current assets which are not included in the list of quick assets. So here stock and expenses cannot be realized quickly, so therefore these are not considered as the quick assets. And then the meaning of quick liabilities means those liabilities which should be payable within the short period. Here these are the liabilities which are paid in very short period, that is less than 1 year or less than 6 months period. So here quick assets quick liabilities includes creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, income tax liability, income received in advance, unclaimed dividend, interest due, installment payable of long-term loan. And here there is also a note, quick liabilities does not include bank overdraft and cash credit. So here they are permanent forms of arrangement and continue for more than 1 year. So bank overdraft is also not considered as quick liability because it is considered as current liability, but it is not considered as quick liability because it is continued for more than period of 1 year. So here standard ratio, that is standard quick ratio, is 1:1. So here this is considered as superior to current ratio to measure liquidity. So here this quick ratio is considered as a superior to current ratio. Here in current ratio the standard ratio was 2:1, but in quick ratio the standard is 1:1. So if the ratio is more than 1:1, indicates sound financial position, and if it is below 1:1, it indicates financial difficulty, means the company is not able to pay the liabilities within a short period of time. So here how the quick ratio is calculated, we will study with the help of one problem. Here calculate liquid ratio of ABCD. Cash is given as 10,000, bills receivable 50,000, bank order of 30,000, creditors 30,000, bank 20,000, bills payable 20,000, book debts 1 lakh, and the stock 1 lakh. So here there are some the assets are given which are not included in quick assets and quick liabilities. So here we have to leave them, and by considering only the quick assets, by finding the quick assets and quick liabilities, we can easily calculate the quick ratio. Therefore first of all we will see what are the current quick assets given in the problem and what are the quick liabilities which are given in the problem. So first of all here cash is a quick asset, bills receivable is also quick asset, bank order of not considered as a quick liability, bills payable is 20,000, this is also quick liability, creditors 30,000 is quick liability, book debts 10,000 is a quick liability, bank cash in bank is also a quick liability, stock is not considered as a quick liability, it is a current asset, it is a quick asset, it is not considered as a quick asset because it cannot be converted into cash within a period of 1 year. So here by calculating the total liquid assets and total liabilities, we can easily find out the quick ratio. So here first of all we will calculate the liquid assets. So total liquid asset can be calculated by using or calculating the total sum of the liquid assets like cash, bank, bills receivable, and book debts. Here cash is given as 10,000, bank is given as 20,000, bills receivable is 50,000, and book debt is 1 lakh. So total we are having here 1,80,000 as liquid assets, and liquid liabilities are creditors and bills payable. Creditors are 30,000 and bills payable are 20,000. So total we are having 50,000 as quick liabilities or liquid liabilities. So here liquid ratio or quick ratio can be calculated by using formula quick assets divided by quick liabilities or liquid assets divided by liquid liabilities. So therefore here total liquid assets are 1,80,000 and the total liquid liabilities are 50,000. By dividing the liquid assets by liquid liabilities, we are getting here 3.6:1 as the ratio. Here the standard ratio is 1:1. Here if the ratio is more than 1:1, it indicates that the company is in the sound position. So here the ABCD Limited is in a sound position. It can very easily can pay the liabilities within a short period, within a period of 6 months or 1 year. So here like this the liquid ratio or the quick ratio is calculated by using the formula quick assets divided by quick liabilities. So next one is absolute liquid ratio. So this absolute liquid ratio is calculated by dividing absolute liquid assets divided by quick liabilities. So here in the last ratio we have seen how to calculate the quick liabilities. So here in this ratio quick liability we have to divide so that we know how to calculate the quick liabilities. Only we have to know what are absolute liquid assets. So here absolute liquid ratio is calculated by using the formula absolute liquid assets divided by quick liabilities or absolute liquid assets is to quick liabilities. So here absolute liquid assets include cash in hand, cash at bank, readily marketable securities. Quick liabilities include creditors, bills payable, outstanding expenses, income tax liability, income received in advance, unclaimed dividend, interest due, installment payable of long-term loan. So here one note is given. So important note is quick liability does not include bank overdraft and cash credit. So here liquid liabilities are also not including the bank overdraft and cash credit because they will continue for more than 1 year. So the liabilities which are not payable in the period of 1 year or such liabilities are not considered as a quick liabilities. So therefore here bank overdraft and cash credit are not included in the list of the quick liabilities. So here we will take one problem and we will solve how to calculate the absolute liquid ratio. So here given information, calculate absolute liquid ratio. Cash in hand is given 30,000, debtors 80,000, readily marketable securities 60,000, creditors 60,000, bills payable 20,000, outstanding expenses 10,000, bank overdraft 40,000. So here first of all we have to find out what are the absolute liquid assets and what are the quick liabilities. So after finding the total absolute liquid assets and the total quick liabilities, we can easily find out the absolute liquid ratio. So here first of all we will take cash in hand because it is a absolute liquid asset. Next debtors 80,000, then readily marketable securities 60,000, and the total of the debtors, cash in hand and readily marketable security is 80,000 plus 30,000 plus 60,000, which is 1,70,000. Here we are getting 1,70,000 as total absolute liquid assets. So therefore quick liabilities means creditors, bills payable and outstanding expenses. The total of quick liabilities is 60,000 plus 20,000 plus 10,000 equals to 90,000. So here the total quick liabilities are 90,000 and the absolute liquid ratio can be calculated as by using the formula absolute liquid assets divided by quick liabilities. So 1,70,000 divided by 90,000. By dividing 1,70,000 by 90,000 we are getting 1.8 is to 1. So here the absolute liquid ratio is 1.88 is to 1. So like this we are going to calculate the absolute liquid ratio. In this session we have seen what are the current liabilities and how the quick ratio is calculated and absolute liquid ratios are calculated. So here in these ratios we have seen what are the quick assets and quick liabilities and what it includes, and also what are the absolute liquid ratios and what are absolute liquid assets and quick liabilities. And we have also seen the important notes that what are not included in the quick liabilities and the quick assets. So by seeing this all, we have studied here the three important ratios. One is current ratio, quick ratio and absolute liquid ratio. So by using some simple problems, I hope you all understood all the things. Thank you, and in next class we will see other remaining ratios. Thank you.